everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts, and I really just wanted to hop on here today, guys. So what is today? Today is Monday the 14th, and yesterday we had scheduled a live stream. No matter what we did, we could not get our internet going, and I come to find out it's been happening to quite a few folks. I don't know if it's just in the area or what, but it kept booting us off. It kept just buffering. We did everything possible that we normally would do to get some sort of internet thing going on, and some server issues were happening. So it just seemed like it was not the right time for that live stream to happen. And I had these decks ready to go. I was just guided to pull from them. So I'm still going to do that because I'm still guided to grab some messages from these decks. I was guided to them yesterday, and they were sitting on my desk, and I'm still guided to them. So I will go ahead and do this reading for whoever needs this. And, you know, of course, once you're listening to it, and if you find that it really resonates with your situation, then I feel that there's a reason why I'm doing it today, maybe instead of yesterday. So let's go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the energy, focusing on the masculine, focusing on the feminine. And then I was just guided to this deck too, focusing on particular life events that you or maybe somebody you know might be going through. So this one's by Angelic Revelation 144. All right, guys, so it's always general, so please do take the parts of it that make sense for you and release the rest. But yeah, I was guided to do this yesterday. It did not happen, so I'm still drawn to these decks. So let's go. Let's take a look. What needs to come through here? So this deck, focusing on the masculine, so it is focused on a male divine masculine, but you know, it can also be tied into energy. So whoever represents the masculine in the partnership does not have to be representing a male masculine, okay? So whether you take it as the energy or for face value, let's go ahead and see what needs to come through here. What's the verbiage representing the divine masculine at this point in time for the collective? So I'm going to make this one a timeless reading, really whenever you're guided to tune in and watch this. Maybe there's a message here that you need to hear. All right, divine masculine, what needs to come forward? Only give as much as you receive. Equality is crucial for a relationship to maintain balance. Either that's something that they've realized or something that they are striving for in a relationship. So let's see. I feel like guided to grabbing another one here. So maybe there was also a lack of equality in the partnership. So this masculine might now be coming to realize this. I love making you laugh. Maybe when you guys spend time together, you know, it's just a lot of laughter, lots of fun, very lighthearted energy there. Interesting. And then bottom of the deck, we've got you're the only one in my heart forever and always. Okay, so maybe, again, there's a reason why these messages are coming through if you feel drawn to it. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot. So focusing on the divine masculine here. So you guys definitely had a lot of fun spending time together. I'm just kind of getting this for some of my feminines too, that maybe in your heart of hearts, you always felt like this masculine really captured your attention. But if they were not ready to either be exclusive or settle down, you know, these are things that maybe they've come to realize after the fact, you know, unless this is what's currently happening in your life, where you guys are just really having a good time in the relationship, developing the partnership. All right, so let's grab some tarot here. Ooh, we're starting off with the Nine of Swords. Very interesting. So it can represent anxiety here, focusing on the masculine's vibe. So why are they feeling anxious? Why could they be perhaps going through something that seems to be challenging them, perhaps? Whenever I see that, it always reminds me of somebody that can't sleep. You know, it does say nightmares. You know, maybe they're just having trouble calming their anxiety for some reason when it comes to the connection, especially if you guys either haven't talked in a while or you haven't interacted with this person. They remember the good times. They remember when things were lighthearted and you guys were just laughing and really enjoying each other's company. But if you guys broke up because these things were lacking, you know, I mean, it's one thing to have a lot of fun with somebody, but also if they're not putting in as much effort or giving their all in the relationship, and maybe you felt, Divine Feminine, that that's exactly what was missing. Maybe you didn't even know how they felt in their heart, especially if they weren't very expressive. So now, you know, perhaps they see you as this person that they had this amazing connection with and they just kind of let it go. So that could be where the nightmare is. You know, it's almost like the universe handed them this amazing partnership and they didn't appreciate it. Look at that next card. We've got the Divine Feminine coming in as the Empress. You guys really have the opportunity to create this amazing life together. But since we're focusing on the masculine, you know, and we're seeing the anxiety that they could possibly be going through here, more than likely because they're still thinking about the possibilities of what could have been if you guys would have just stayed together. And look at this. We have the Two of Swords. So it is an indication when it comes to this connection that there's this stalemate vibe coming through. There's stagnancy. You know, there could be a wall that's preventing you guys from coming together. And here we are. Okay, we've got the Emperor coming through. So I feel from the masculine that they certainly still want to explore the possibility of coming back together with you, Divine Feminine. But, you know, if things just aren't moving in that direction, maybe there's a reason for that. So let's see what else. Oh, we've got the Seven of Cups. That is followed by the Five of Wands. So it could have been infidelity on their part. You know, whatever these conflicts are might have something to do with poor choices that the masculine made. It could have been that they were interacting with other people. You know, maybe you felt like you were not a priority in this masculine's life, Divine Feminine. Interesting. Okay, let's see. What else focusing on the masculine here? So they're not with you right now, Divine Feminine, but I'm also getting that they might be at fault for why that is. Nine of Cups. So the possibility of your masculine certainly still thinking about you, and almost like a fantasy of theirs to manifest this wish to be with you, to have a second chance at love with you. But at this point, and again, take this part only if it makes sense, if you've either already moved on to another relationship, or it could have been a third-party situation. I'm kind of feeling here, Divine Feminine, you might have felt like you were in competition with somebody or something when it came to your masculine. What else? Focusing on the masculine. We've got the Knight of Swords. Seize the moment. I feel they want to. They would love to be able to take action to come towards you again. But I'm also feeling this hesitation, and that could be where the anxiety is coming from. You know, maybe they want to reach out. Maybe they want to either call you or text you or maybe find you on social media. But, you know, they could also be feeling very apprehensive here. You could be dealing with a Divine Masculine Gemini for some of you guys. I mean, you could certainly have had a lot of fun with your masculine, but I feel there are concerns as well, especially if they really weren't looking for commitment or to be exclusive. Three of Cups. Again, it could represent a masculine who just wanted to explore their options. Whether or not there was a third party, I feel that their head, their heart just wasn't in the right place. And look at that, Four of Cups, and now they regret it. So what I'm getting, focusing on the Divine Masculine, they would want to reconnect with you, Divine Feminine. If you've already moved to another relationship and you're content where you're at, maybe they know this. Or maybe they feel it energetically, they're feeling it. Because I'm just picking up from the masculine side that they know it's either too late or you've made it very clear that there's no coming back. But they want to. I'm just getting that they would want to try again. But the Four of Cups, you know, it does represent a missed chance. That's their biggest regret. That is also contributing to the Nine of Swords, the nightmares that they're having, because you're like this beautiful dream that they had at one point in time. And part of their reality now is that it might be really coming to the realization for this masculine that that can't happen anymore. You know, so they've got some major regrets coming through there. So that's the masculine side. Let's go ahead and take a look at the feminine. So if you relate to that, you know, and if you've been wondering, especially if you are Divine Feminine watching for a masculine, yes, they still think about you. And if they could, they would want to try again. But I'm just feeling that the door is closed for a reason, and it's better just leaving it closed. I don't know who that's for, but that's the energy that I'm getting. All right, so now let's grab some verbiage from the Divine Feminine side. And just like the masculine, it does not necessarily have to represent a female. It can represent the energy of the feminine. Okay, so whoever represents the Divine Feminine vibe, energy in the connection. Does not have to be a woman. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on the Divine Feminine. What do we need to know here? What do we need to know? He loves you. Oh, wow. Maybe that is confirmation that you needed to hear at this point in time. Your masculine loves you. Okay. Let's grab a couple more cards here. And maybe intuitively, you've always known that, Divine Feminine. Okay, we've got two cards here. You have to admit when you're wrong, it's the right thing to do. Oh, wow. And then we have silence speaks 1,000 words. So more than likely, if you relate to what has come through in this reading so far, you guys are at a distance from one another and you're not speaking. And maybe, you know, this middle message right here, this is your way of letting a masculine know. It's like, maybe they didn't fess up to their mistakes, you know, and this could be what you needed them to do, to just admit that they made mistakes, that they were wrong. They needed to step it up and they needed to do the right thing, but maybe they didn't. And so as we have seen from the masculine side, they've got a lot of regrets as a result of maybe not just being open and honest. All right, so let's grab some tarot here for the Divine Feminine. So you guys aren't speaking here. Your heart is still healing, I feel. It is coming through as a love triangle for some. If it was not that, I feel when you and your masculine might have last spoken or interacted, there was something that happened there that really hurt you. Yeah, look at that, Five of Cups. This is heartache, you know, and then the disappointment from the Five of Cups. This was a very difficult time for you. Maybe you had so much hope in this partnership to work out, but it ultimately did not. What else for the feminine? We do have the Six of Wands, okay, which is a very uplifting energy. But look at this. Do you see these cards? Okay, we've got the Two of Swords. There's the Seven of Cups. Look at the next card, guys. Eight of Cups. Look at this. Four of Cups. Wow. Okay, I mean, it's picking up off of what we've already seen from the masculine side. Seven of Cups, right? Four of Cups. You know, and I mean, it's just repeating the message. We've got the Two of Swords. So it's clearly stagnant. Regardless of a masculine coming through to let you know that they love you, Divine Feminine, I feel they hurt you too deeply, too much to ever go back. You know, this could be where you're at. You walked away from your masculine because of something that happened. It could have been a love triangle. We do see that there. And so they recognize, and it's coming through again, that they missed a chance to be with you. They've got so many regrets over this. Part of the reason had to do with just making poor choices, having way too many options there. Yeah, it was painful. The Five of Wands. Fives can be, you know, representing adversity in tarot. There was clearly some sort of competitive energy coming through here between you and your masculine. So what this could be telling you, Divine Feminine, is since you might have walked away from your masculine, they are having a really difficult time either accepting that or moving on or just accepting life without you. Maybe they just didn't see things going in that direction. Maybe they were actually surprised when you took a step for yourself. A step forward for yourself was by walking away. You guys definitely had a tower moment, but I feel for my feminines, as painful an experience as this was, you know, that foundation needed to be rocked. Something needed to come down, and it crumbled. You know, it just didn't have a strong enough foundation. So for my feminines, I feel there's a huge lesson tied into all this. Okay, and look at the cards right after it. We've got the Sun, and then we have the Fool. So something came to an end, and perhaps as more time unfolds, if it hasn't already made things clear to you in your life that you are meant to go in a very different direction to be happy and to be able to perhaps find the type of relationship where it doesn't have to be so hard to, you know, be together and to have somebody completely devoted to the partnership, where you're not having to worry if they're spending time with other people, you know, if there's a third party situation going on here. So I feel for my feminines, you're just ready to start fresh. You just want this new cycle to come in, and you're open to that, I feel, just based off of what I'm seeing here. So yeah, it's confirming you guys are not speaking, and we have a masculine here who needs to admit that they made mistakes, but you know, at this point it's too late. They still have love for you, but I'm also feeling for my feminines that you're not going to shy away from your original intent to walk away, because that is what felt right for you, and you needed to put yourself back on your own priority list. Okay, so I don't know who that's for, but that was a part of the message that I wanted to do yesterday for the live stream, and we just had so much going on. It kept buffering, it kept just booting me off of YouTube, like nothing I did. I tried to use my phone, I tried to use my program that we normally use on my computer to get things going, and nothing we did worked. So I apologize, guys. This was supposed to be yesterday's live stream general love forecast. Just didn't happen. So that's okay. It is what it is. And as soon as we are able to get a really good connection here, we're still having issues as of today. So we're going to have to call probably to get things fixed if there is anything to be fixed. I just heard that our whole entire community in our neighborhood, they're all experiencing internet issues. So it might not just be us. I have a feeling it's a larger area that's going through those things. All right, so for some reason, this deck just grabbed my attention. So it's life events. All right, so let's take a look and see what the life events are that come forward for you, the collective. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever needs these messages. All right, what do we have? Sickness. Oh, wow. Oh, geez. Death and grief. You know, this is so interesting, guys. I don't know if you've actually heard it. I just heard about it on the news that the COVID numbers were rising and that we might have to mask up once again. You know, just going to the store or going wherever, they're going to start requiring that again. So maybe this is just a reminder to be safe and to take care of yourself. You know, for some of you guys, maybe you have a loved one or somebody that you're focused on that might ultimately have passed a result of this. That's just coming through. That's a combination right there that can't be ignored. So I don't know who that's for, but it is represented right here. I'm going to go ahead and just do some confirmation with tarot with that, because I'm kind of feeling that's a separate message. I don't want to group it up with other life events that might come through. All right, angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know when it comes to sickness, death, maybe losing a loved one, going through that grieving process? Please bring it forward. Woo, I've got a card flying. Hold on. Oh, wow. We've got the 9 of Cups here, guys. That's followed by the 9 of Wands. So 9s can represent things that might be getting ready to come to fruition. I can't help but feel for somebody out there that you might have lost somebody, and maybe there's a part of you that is really hurting because they're no longer with you. In the 3D, I feel whoever it is you're focused on, certainly if they've passed on, they're still surrounding you spiritually. You know, there could be a part of you that is wishing that they could still be with you. And it's okay to absolutely acknowledge that. With the 9 of Wands right next to it, we have a heart that will eventually heal. You know, it's acknowledging the pain that you're going through, but just know that you will heal from it. This makes sense for me as well, that we've got the 7 of Pentacles. You know, this, as you can see, it literally says wait and see. So healing takes time. That's something that you cannot rush. You know, it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. So just, you know, focus on where you're at currently, and just be kind to yourself. That is what I'm getting there. Okay, so I really just felt the need to do that one separately. Okay, that's what's coming through from there. Okay, so let me see what else. What other life events need to come forward? Okay, so let me see what else. That was just an interesting set of cards that came forward. Okay, so this one says faith. Okay, let's see what else. You could be a very spiritual person. Okay, and then we have studying coming through here. Okay, and I love that this is the next card. We've got spiritual awakening. You know, for some of you, maybe this is a concept that you're very focused on at this point in time. And maybe there are particular things that you are learning about yourself or the people around you, the people that mean most to you. Let's go ahead and grab some additional tarot here. Let's see what else. I'm actually going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle. And for those of you who are not familiar with this one, I created this deck a while back. It's just like any other tarot deck, but I also added additional court cards and oracle messages. So that's where the twist comes in. It's tarot with a twist. Angels and spirit guides, please. We've got Archangel Daniel. We have the Fool, okay. We've got the Angel of Mercy. Ooh, this is interesting, guys. The Saber of Air. Oh my goodness. Archangel Raphael. Archangel Shamuel. Oh my gosh. And then we've got the White Rose. That's a lot. Okay, so let's read through them. For some of you guys, you might know somebody named Daniel, Raphael, or even Shamuel. So Archangel Daniel is the angel of marriage, union, eloquence. And it says, I can help you attract love into your life to help you become the best version of yourself so you can be the ideal partner for your ideal partner. When you are fulfilled and whole within yourself, this paves the way for finding true love through another. I can help heal those who are going through a divorce or separation to reignite and maintain the spark in your partnerships. I'm here to help open your heart chakra. How amazing is that, considering the cards that we have here, you know? So we've got the archangels coming through, not only to help you perhaps when it comes to believing in a particular something or someone or a situation, and it's also helping your spiritual growth and to help you go through that awakening. And, you know, we have a new cycle coming in with the Fool card here, a new beginning. I love that the White Rose represents that as well. You know, it represents purity, grace, innocence, humility, a new beginning. And for some of you, you know, after heartbreak comes love, you know, so this might be a brand new, fresh start for you in your love life. We also have the Angel of Mercy. So it does say life has brought you down to your knees. The universe shows you mercy. The love you've been searching for, yearning for, has eluded you thus far. I'm here to let you know that it's time to rise, to get back up. Claim your ascension within your own life to help you take that first step towards a brighter future. So if you related to the messages that came through here, guys, whether you represent the masculine or the feminine, I feel that this could really be something that you relate to. You know, when you go through heartbreak, when you go through regrets and difficult situations, not only in love, but just life overall, you know, where you feel like life has just knocked you down, but the universe has your back. And I feel in time you will be able to rise above those challenges to be able to, you know, take that first step towards your healing if you haven't already. And then we've got the Saber of Air, time to clean house. I really feel this for my feminines, considering what we saw in the reading today. So it says, cut toxicity out of your life. Bad relationships, whether romantic in nature, friendships, or unhealthy family connections, need to be addressed, released, and cleansed out of your life. Don't hold on to the past or heavy baggage you've been carrying. Throw it out like yesterday's trash. It's time to move on and bring in some fresh air. I feel it, you know, if you relate to this, I really feel that based off of what we've seen in the messages that came through. Archangel Raphael, okay, I am the angel that heals all wounds. Are you nursing a broken heart? I feel if any of the messages that represented the masculine or the feminine really spoke to you here, there's something in your heart space that's hurting, and, you know, maybe you haven't been able to fully acknowledge it or heal from it, but Archangel Raphael is here to help you through this, you know. And it goes on to say, I am here to assist on your healing journey. Let me remove the emotional baggage you've been carrying to lighten the burden from past relationships that are weighing you down. Let me help you heal your heart, your mind, your soul, your body. I'm here to aid in restoring your self-confidence, a healthy self-image, and to bring peace back in your life. I love that. And then lastly, Archangel Shamuel is the angel of peaceful relationships. And I have a feeling, you know, if you, again, related to what we've seen in the messages for the masculine and the feminine, seeing Tower moments, seeing Two of Swords, you know, cards like that, that's anything but peaceful. You know, it's something happened to create those blockages and those walls. So Archangel Shamuel is here to at least be able to restore peace back in your life. you know, and it says, I can help bring the right person into your life, your ideal mate. I can help you become closer with your current partner. I can help you heal any conflicts in your relationships, attract new love, and strengthen your existing connections. If you crave intimacy in your life, I can assist with that too. So there's a lot of you guys that'll be gravitating towards this reading. So of course, take any part of that message that makes sense for you. But I feel it very strongly for those who have experienced heartbreak, disappointments in love, those who had to go through separation because, you know, maybe you guys were just on very different pages, wanting different things. Certainly acknowledging that there was a person here between the scenarios that came through. Somebody made a mistake and they've got a lot of regrets. You know, and maybe you, the viewer, maybe you've got a lot of regrets as well, but it is telling us it's time to move on, you know, so just remove that toxicity, that toxic energy that might be surrounding you, or it could even be within you in your heart space. It's time to clean house, as it said, you know, cut toxicity out of your life, because by doing so, it's offering you a fresh start. All right, guys, so that's what I'm going to bring forward here today. And again, I apologize for all of the drama bringing the live stream onto YouTube yesterday. It just was not working no matter what we did. But I'll go ahead and announce the next one as soon as we're able to fix our internet issues, so that we don't have that happen again next time. In the meantime, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at The Celestial Forecasts by Carrie. I announce a lot of stuff there, also posting a lot of stuff in addition to the mini readings. So if you don't already follow me there, I'd love it if you do. And if you'd like your own personal reading, I would also love to be able to offer you the guidance that you need. That information is down below in the description box, and all of the decks that you see here today, I will link that down below as well. Thank you so very much, guys. I'll see you next time.